Take a look at these Oblivion abominations. Fishtilious Foncilious. Born with gills and a 1,000-yard stare, Fishtilious was raised by mudcrabs in Nibin Bay. One day, he sprouted legs and crawled up to the Imperial waterfront, where he now sells lapics behind a soggy stall for the thieves' gill. Smells faintly of algae. Cannot blink. Pincaniopornosis. From the golden shores of Somerset Isle, Pincano arrived at Arcane University, only to be mistaken for the adoring fan and banned for eternity. Bullied relentlessly for his swirled top haircut and tendency to cry during fireball practice. Shinlo's defies. He has no chin. Lost it in a bar fight over a wager on Gwart racing. Spent his entire inheritance sculpting the perfect mohawk. Then lost his home in Morrowind. Now couch surfs in the Imperial City, constantly yelling things like, "Trust me, I know a guy." Never actually knows a guy. Muffo round the gore. With a face like a warm dinner roll, Muffo moved to the Imperial City after a potato-related curse rendered his hair permanently absent. Claims he once dated a flame Atronach, allergic to torches. Talks exclusively in third person. Isamahid, the run of her litter. Isamahid followed her right across the border and wound up in the back alley of the Imperial City. Unaware that her belly housed the family's secret skooma stash, she was arrested on arrival, now doing life in prison. Still chases rats in her sleep. Clavius Longface, a failed boy from Hammerfell. Clavius came to the Imperial City to start a poetry club. No one showed up. His forehead enters the room before he does, and his beard resembles a tumbleweed. Known to recite ballads to himself in the market. Bad ballads. Love or no nose. With a face flatter than a cerealic pancake. Love or no nose was raised by tree spirits who never let him near mirrors. He shaved his head to be more aerodynamic. Thinks he can talk to birds. He cannot. Gronk the unwanted, the weakling of his stronghold. Gronk tried to learn alteration magic to make himself handsome. One miscast spell later and his face became the stuff of nightmares. Banished for being a magical disgrace, he now haunts the sewers muttering incantations like Beatificus Gronkus, Shimfolius Bohemanthe. His head is massive. Legend says he was born that way because his mother screamed more brain during labor. Spent his youth headbutting trees for fun. Says things like, "My thoughts are heavy. Can't wear hats. Tried. Broke 3. Sleeps with frogs. Fire red and lumpy. Sleeps with frogs was the result of a history eating one too many fire salts. Lives in a swamp shack outside Bravil, croaking lullabies to frogs and occasionally biting people who knock. Believes his head swelling is a sign of divine wisdom. It isn't. Which Oblivion abomination would you take as a follower?